I've heard Daedra worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isles. Hello, welcome to Crusader Kings III. There aren't many lines from Skyrim, I think, that are as... like the idle chatter. I think Oblivion very much had iconic, and I don't use that word lightly, idle chatter. What has Skyrim got? It's got arrow to the knee bullshit, but that's terrible. Like, what do they say? Oh, I've heard the Rentus Arantino is trying to perform the Black Sacrament. It just is garbage, isn't it? It's all rubbish. I want to hear more about the muscles on me. Here we are, Elrang with the tress of the Kingdom of Fashion. You know, I was watching Star Trek Picard, the new series, very tiny spoilers. It was in the trailer, right? Worf's in it. This series is actually pretty good compared to the last two, which were pretty terrible. In it, Worf is like, he introduced himself. He gives all his titles and stuff. And I was thinking, what is Elrang? How would he introduce himself? Like, he's Elrang, he's Restorer of Sirod, King of Fashion, Crusher of the Main, Bane of the Tribunal Temple, given the amount of times we've crushed Morrowind, of course. I feel like he needs a rehearsed introduction. I think it suits him. He's a man with a lot of stories to tell. Speaking of which, I want to try and get into the habit of opening the kill list when we kick things off, because I think today, compared to yesterday, would be fairly mighty. 109 characters, which is pretty insane. So, I should probably open with, this episode and next episode are going to be recorded back to back. I'm going to make them slightly shorter. Basically, I'm away Saturday, right? So I'm going to record today's episode. I'm recording at regular time, so I've got the comments and everything. But I don't like, especially for CK3, for a series I'm getting back into, I don't like recording ahead of time ever, but especially for this where people are giving some very good advice, very helpful advice, so I can learn the game. So I'm going to do two 30-minute episodes, and hopefully by the end of the hour of me playing, we can be in a position where we are ready to build the religion totally, whatever we want to do, and then when I'm back, I can read 2 days worth of feedback, and I can say, okay, we'll change this bit about the religion, that bit about the religion, etc., etc. Maybe we could have a vote, and I'm saying this very loosely because it's very easy for this to get totally out of hand. A lot of people are saying you should add in a mod that gives more tenets to the religion, because there's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of, more importantly, in my opinion, character-appropriate stuff for what we're doing with not only the character, the religion, the people, like arcane-related things. The thing is, I think it could very much get out of hand, and I kind of like trying to play within the limitations we're given. If there's a lot of interest in that, maybe we'll go with it, but I think we're gonna, the plan is like 99%, let's just stick with what we've got, right? Anyway, right, so first things first then, speaking of useful advice, somebody said that, the command modifiers, as you can see there, if I'd have bothered to hover over it even once, this modifier is only active for commanders. Right, so every single time I've enabled this, and this, and this, and this, it has done nothing, because Elrang has never led an army. So does that... Okay, so Swift Swim affects the army. Oak Flesh, so Swift Swim, yeah, that's just a generic bonus. Rally, same story. Invisibility we're going to obviously keep back on here. Yeah, so actually very few of them are... things that would have helped us. There aren't many things, unless we are actively leading armies, we can do to buff up our troops in combat, in times of war. Interesting. Right, let's go for intrigue. Let's get rid of shield, because that's obviously not doing anything. Let's go for... Shit, what do you think? Learning? Go for even more learning? Why not? Arcana? I feel like I like Arcana more, although it's not really offering us much. Let's go for learning. Sod it. That seems pretty alright. Okay, so those are the ritual setup, as we're probably just going to leave them forever. I will turn off Feather and Empower Mages, but we'll keep them on the list. Ah, fuck it. No, I'll swap them out. Let's not be so lazy here. Stewardship and Diplomacy. Sure, why not? There you go. Have we still got our Flame Atronak? I don't think so. Let's summon a fresh one. Let's just double check that before I do it and blow all the... No, we do lose Flame Atronak. Fine. So, the plan for today, then, is we're going to carry on. Now, I saw a comment on the last episode. Whether this is true or not, we will test today. Somebody said that if you have people in your prison, you can't raid for captives. When you haven't got people in your prison, you can raid for captives. So, in theory, we can go and attack Skingrad right now for more captives. They may be right. We're spending 100 piety to do it, sure, but that's very easy for us to recover. It's basically sacrifice 2 people, huh? Shit, what else was there? There was something else really useful I read, but I don't remember what off the top of my head. Ooh, right. A lot of people suggested that we should swap out some of the artifacts for maybe things that give health, at least in the short term. And I actually do very much agree. The Lord's Mail is giving a massive health boost, right? Oh, a small health boost. That's still fine. So have we got a weapon? Staff of Hasadoki does give Arcana, which I wouldn't like to swap out. Magnificent Crown is doing anything. Oh, actually, maybe we don't have much we can swap out here. I love the delicious face of Finaster, but if that is standing between us and survivability, then of course I would rather get, oh man, the Mentor's Ring is good. It's a shame that that's only a famed trinket, because I feel like it deserves to be so much more. Yeah, so there you go, like the Ornamental Dragon figure does give a small health boost, so let's get that equipped. Can we, like, upgrade these? Oh, that's how you get to artifact details. I was looking for that last time. Ah, very good. So we can reforge that. Oh, some that obviously we can reforge. Can we go, let's just go repair all. It turns out Aaron's not the only one who needs a small health boost. Sorry, I've been very ill recently. I was like, oh, maybe it's hay fever, and then I realized it's -2 today, so it's probably not that. What have we got? Renown, anything else? I'll go through it all just briefly. If you want to pause and take a look through them all separately, that's totally something you can do, but I'm not going to read them all out. Yeah, I thought it was worth having a look, but that's fine. Another little small health boost there. He is totally acceptable, don't forget. He is, oh, he counts as ill right now, really? To be fair, every single person we ate yesterday had a small chance of inflicting ill, and we ate, like, 100 people, maybe? And maybe not 100, but, like, a lot of people. Like, a ridiculous amount. And we're immediately ill again. Leave me be. No, we can do this with magic. Why would that immediately come back, then? Hold on. I'm going to take a gamble here. We're going to let the event pass, because if there's any, say, like, I think when you eat someone, it might have a random time. This is like back in CK2. You could add a random mean time to happen on events. I know that's not how CK3 works anymore. But you could say have like a randomness of 7 days on that. So I thought if we let some time tick there, maybe he won't get ill again. Is that metagaming? Sure. But Elrang's just a very hungry guy. Okay, there you go. We seem fine now. An empty throne. Wife became pregnant, wife's pregnancy ended. Right, so this is interesting. Somebody said that Dremora and obviously like Khajiit Argonians, they cannot interbreed with Mer. Men and Mer are fine, but there's limitations on other, like goblins as well, for example, wouldn't be able to do that either. So apparently there's a mod that can change it, but if this is by design... Again, it feels weird swapping it out. So what we're going to do, let's get rid of Bolgu's Horn. There wasn't really anything good that we want to go for, so let's go back to the Mentor's Ring then. I guess it's just not meant to be. Maybe Elrang can have some sort of magical breakthrough when he becomes a Lich, because Liches are more magically attuned, right? It's not just about becoming undead. It's about becoming more magical in essence, right? Anyway, my courtier Marinoris insisted on seeing me, even though I've made it known that I'd rather be alone. My impressive Aran, it's been a long time since you last showed yourself at court. While we all do our best to maintain appearance in your absence, the fashionista court cannot function without the Aran in attendance. My long absence from the royal courts left it leaderless and without purpose. Really? We've not been there for a while? Oh, my bad. You want to forge regalia, you want to make armor, you're legendary. Sure, we'll make it for my wife. Yes, fine. Enter the court. Oh, is this basically saying, hey, you've left events untouched, you fool? Fair enough. Repent today, learn the truest truth, step into the light. Your leaf joined my court as persistent attempts to convert everyone in the foreign court has been background noise. Imprison him. Him might be displeased. Okay, Yoda. Yes, no, imprison him. And then I will eat him for dinner. Caesar, master of Hunt Abyssal bellows, gesturing at Muratil. My personal guard hesitantly moves forward, unsure of whether to follow the commands of Abyssal. I raise my hand to stop them and ask Abyssal what gave him reason to cause such a commotion. My liege, this monster deliberately harmed her falcon during our last hunt. She must be punished severely. Honor demands it. It's only a bird, let her go, or imprison this knave, or fine this miscreant, or whip this cur. Elrang would not care. He's a busy man. He does not give a shit what people do with their birds. It would be very hypocritical for a man who's eaten half of the realm to complain about injuring a bird. Right. Host a grand right. Speaking of rights, didn't we just have a grand right? I feel like that happens very frequently, far more than it's supposed to anyway. Sure. Read from the grimoire, as is tradition, and then we will have Selathel, instruct us in the art of scheming. Thank you. Intrigue lifestyle perk. There you go. Don't forget, 3 of those perks are learning, which we can't do anything with. Thriving in chaos or dark insights. When you torture someone, there's a 50% chance to gain either 1 intrigue or 1 prowess. Now, I have said before, Elrang's not really a torturer. I'm not really sure that's true anymore. His sanity has slipped significantly in his old age. His undead jester ex-wife, you know, has managed to convince him that eating people is fine. Again, they're both from Valenwood, so it's not that's not that weird. Elrang, of course, even though he is AYLEID, was from Valenwood, was probably born in Valenwood, surrounded by people where cannibalism is acceptable. Bloody hell, that's loud. So I think it's not that weird. So we're going to eat him. What I'm getting at is we're going to eat this man. Right, let's get to work then. Sorry, we're getting a little bit distracted here with all the royal court crap. Right, so we are going to go to war. I'm going to start kidnapping some people as well. You're going to get bloody kidnapped. I can't kidnap you. Main, get kidnapped. Let's get you in my... Oh, okay, can't kidnap you. Any king tier characters, you'll do. Kidnap you. What are we looking at? 31%. Well, it's a gamble I'll take. The King of Compatch is getting out of hand. The Blue Man group over here is going pretty hard on Skingrad, so let's get him kidnapped. I mean, of course, he loses in the long term, so Skingrad will get the last laugh on that one. Let's do it. That seems fine. Can we invite some people to these plots? Who would like to kidnap a kitty cat? Let's take you. Just watch out for wheelie bins, I suppose. And let's take you as well. King Lathe. King Lathe. Who wants to see him gone? We've got Elberoth. That music is very aggressive, isn't it? It's inspiring. It's saying, go to war with Skingrad. Kidnap this man and his family. This guy, I don't know why, he reminds me a little bit of the Irish president. But I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe the old Irish president now. Don't remember. I don't remember his name. He had the 2 St. Bernards. Very meme-centric on the internet. Anyway, right, get him. Give me Skingrad. He just seems like a polite old man is what I'm getting at, and we're going to turn up in his court and eat his children. Which is, in my opinion, probably not very polite. Oh, shit, I've risen the troops over there. Well, it's going to be a fun trek down to Skingrad, or what's left of Skingrad at this point. As if he's not got it bad enough. Compatch is pushing him more and more to sandwich him between an enormous realm of Compatch and then the King of Fashion, who, by the way, loves to eat people. Hello. It's come to my attention that you've recently imprisoned a subject of mine for no reason than preaching his faith, my own faith, at your court. I trust this is a misunderstanding. Oh, it is. No, it is a misunderstanding. He's not welcome at our court, though. A prince in disguise is not welcome at my court. Yes, we're going for piety. This is very much what Elrang would say. But I don't think we've broken character in this pursuit of piety, right? I think we've still been very much on brand for that. Where are my vassals joining automatically? I don't want them to join me. I want to get captives of my own accord. Because now these fuckers are... Are they going to lead the siege? Is this my siege? I mean, it's still... See, CK3 was very clear about who was leading the siege, right? I presume it's... Selected armies can be merged. I presume it's us then, given that we're taking precedent. Since CK3, it would be very obvious. Sorry, CK2, it would be very obvious there'd be a picture of the person who is leading the siege. Maybe that's just not how this game works. Well, let's have a look. Maybe it will be. I mean, it's our war score either way, right? But I'm just more concerned about the captives. Yeah, no, dedicate the artifact to yourself. Sort off. What artifact were we making again? You can't expect me to remember these things. Right, let's move you up. I think we can afford to just keep these armies together, whatever. These are vanity wars, and the biggest threat that we had, that being Morrowind, is no longer a threat on account of us absolutely smashing them to bits. That is also being uncovered. How unfortunate. Regular habits. We will study them at all hours. We are not going to get anybody kidnapped. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, that was easy. Oh. Viscountess Claudia has sent me a gift, a lavishly decorated box filled with gold. As soon as I run my hand through the coins, I feel as if the room starts spinning around me. Someone's trying to have us assassinated. How unfortunate. The amount of commenters who have said, if Elrang dies without becoming immortal, it will destroy me. I will make sure that doesn't happen, don't worry. Disrupt schemes. Let's stop that going on. Let's make sure that our council are well on board with our nonsense. So let's send a gift to you. Let's get you converted. Let's send a gift to you. Oh, you already like me. You like me, you like me, you like me. Everybody likes me. Who would dare try and kill Who would dare try and kill Aurang? Well, a court physician is not massively in favor of Aurang, so you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll send you a gift. Oh, you're already accepting a gift. Right, of course, yes. Exposed, yeah, fine. So you're converted and you are now gifted. You like us. Court tutor. I've just got to make sure that the important people are on board. So food taster, bodyguards, that type of thing. There you go. That's you sorted. You're fine. This is all looking okay. It's not as bad as I anticipated. I mean, a conversion will flip them over. Marinora being the court jester is still so good. Everybody loves us. Everybody loves us. I don't understand how this plot is making progress. I mean, to be fair, you can have a plot of 5% and still obviously send people a gift that is... We've done it, right? We've had low-tier plots that have just been us getting progress on it. Sure, taking up 10% to something that's still probably never going to fire. The point is, I don't really want anybody plotting against us. Right, sorry, yes, we had that done. Sorry, who was trying to kill us? Oh, no. You. Yeah, no, I was going to kill you. In fact, let's abduct and eat you. It's just more of a flex, isn't it? Viscountess Claudia, you'll be joining me for dinner. Let's get you and you. You should never... Oh, sorry, I was clicking the wrong person there. You should never try and assassinate somebody when you yourself are in position to be assassinated, right? So, in theory, if that random commenter was right, which they very much could be, we shouldn't be able to declare war for captives. Right, but apparently, we kill the prisoners, we eat the prisoners. Who the hell are you? Just a random Tremora. Cult more like Baal. I feel like you'd be quite happy in my court, actually. Recruit you? Demand conversion. Well, I know that's fine. You can worship more like Baal. I don't mind that. Let's get a hook on you too. Yeah, sure. Join me. It's my Daedra now. I've no choice but to accept your conditions of my release. Farewell, he says. You join my court. There's another one. Who's been summoning all these bloody Daedra? I mean, I'm happy for it. Yeah, no, negotiate release, demand conversion, recruit, gain weak hook, boom, join me. Welcome. Court of Daedra, I like this a lot. Then you get eaten. Behead and devour, totally fine, not tyrannical. Behead and devour, totally fine. Oh, what about the others? Let's public execute when we can to gain the control. And then she's the queen, but she's not noble blood. She must have married into it. And then we just eat her. Amazing. So in theory, now we can also raid for captives again. So let's say Abbey V8, whatever, declare war, raid for captives. Oh my god. We're going to be rolling. We're going to be absolutely bloody rolling in piety. This is good. Right, give me that. Put that there. What have we got going on? Reform? Yeah, whatever. Do it. Find the stars. Yep, let's have a look. See what they've got going on. Let's have the feast. We can do multiple things at once here. You have something that belongs to me. What do you want? The house banner. Nope. Remind me to kill her. I mean, I could just kill her now, I suppose. Who was she? Overlady? Something boring? Oblivion music. it's not. The thing is, it's just completely unfunny. But that's also why it's funny. Just imagining those potato-faced people, Shrek-ass looking orcs, just saying the stupidest shit. Madam, please, for God's sake, get your armor repaired. It's very unbecoming, Velsilmacel. What is she? Is she like pregnant? She's missing the midriff. Is it a fashion statement? Ah, perhaps so. 25% chance she may learn of our cannibal secret, but we get to eat exquisite food, which, remember, gives a huge health boost. It's good for the soul. We've got to take it, you know, until we become a lich. Then, ooh, open-minded tennis. Oh, open-minded. What the hell are you talking about, open-minded? Oh, not like open-minded towards other people, open-minded to learning and knowledge. Very good. That seems fine. Done a great job, haven't I? No, you know what? Mirror deserves some of the credit. Bear in mind, they are soulmates. This is not just another relationship for Aurang. He's finally found his equivalent. A demonic lady summoned from the depths of Elder Scrolls Hell. And I think that couldn't be any more appropriate. Ooh. Thank you. Some lamellar armor. It's not good. Did she already get some armor? Right. Oh, she's got actually legendary lamellar. Okay, fine, whatever. Sure, that can sit in the treasury, never to be looked at again. I don't need the court artificer. Oh, no, hang on. We were going to get you to... the court artificer is actually good. I don't think we need a better throne. I don't want any of this stuff. You know what? That's fine. No, it's all right. We'll save some money, because I've been a little fast and loose with cash recently. Spending it on all sorts of nonsense that really is irrelevant. Oh, I want to beat them there. Again, I'm not sure it has any impact, but we'll give it a go. Since I've been married off to the vile Arpaina Daldea, my day's been filled with nothing but misery. She makes no mystery of her insatiable sexual needs. I blush at the mere thought of her many escapades. Please don't forget about your devoted grandson. It's outrageous. Daldea becomes your rival. You managed to sneak Nim back home. So we married him off and he is not happy about his marriage. Should we bring him back? Should we bring him back home? No, honestly, I think Elrang would think... Whoa, hold on. I think Elrang would think more of you. I was going to say, I think he'd think you're probably a bit of a spineless idiot lacking ambition if you can't escape from a sexual lady. However, noticing your enormous brain... Come back to me. This is cool. Whoa, we made a lot of friends out in doing that. Oh, it was all Nim, though. Right, fair enough. It just triggered a lot. I almost can't believe my own eyes when my beloved grandson, Arp and Nim, is finally back in my rooms. My plan succeeded and he's away from the grasp of that worthless witch, Arpaina Daldea. As I gesture him to join me by the fire, it occurs to me that they're still married. I wonder if there's anything more that I can do about that, or if I should be content with seeing him safe and sound by my side again. Let's get you divorced. Till death do us part, you said. Again, it's an Elrang solution to an Elrang problem. Grandson and friend. I like that. And I feel like they'd be, like, good friends legitimately. 34 learning. He could be... Elrang could really take him under his wing a little bit. And turn him into a lich. Not for 1,000 piety, I'm not. Oh, well. That's good. I like that. That's a nice little story. Now we're just going to murder his wife for a laugh, just to help see it through. Done. Thank you. Right. Let's get on with it. Ooh, that was a lot of people. Ooh, I like that. Let's eat you. Execute without being a tyrant. Execute without being a tyrant. Yep. Cult of Heroes. Green Pact. Yep. We've got you. They're not worth very much, unfortunately. Obviously, we're not going to get any nobles raiding an abbey, so this probably isn't as good a place to be going for. Very good. And then behead. Oh, this child is worth 100. Why? Don't know. She's gone now. Very good. Okay. Well, this is fine. This is just a nice, repeatable way to build up a ridiculous amount. Somebody said, get Cropswood for the fashion. And I kind of agree. I kind of agree on that one, because that would give us a nice equal border, right? Cropswood is part of Breville, I believe. De Jure part of... Oh, Cheydinhall, really? That's quite south for Cheydinhall, right? Either way, I kind of agree. We should grab that, shouldn't we? It would really tidy things up nicely. And then I kind of think I want to go for a... Hold on. Let's go back to the culture a second. We're focusing on the religion. That doesn't mean we can't focus on other stuff too. What was it that let us declare war for? Was it heraldry? Divine rights? Something let us... Scutage? Urbanization? Provincial governors. Yes. De Jure Kingdom Casus Belli. So how long until windmills are done? 10 months. We finish off windmills, right? And then we flip immediately over to provincial governors. We declare a kingdom-level war for Coral. Take the whole thing, because I think Coral is pretty well formed. She has 100% exactly the... No, not quite exactly the De Jure border. She's missing a single bloody county. We just take all of Coral in one swoop, and we could take that from Anvil. Anvil's very much overstepped the mark there. So we just grab that, and then I think we're in a good place. I think we're in a very good place. Okay, and then in theory, we might be able to get that Crown of Lindite. I'm pretty sure it's there. More importantly, though, Sancrator might have an event chain that lets us get the Amulet of Kings. So that's what we'll do. First things first, then. Cropswood. Cropswood, I would like, if you don't mind, just to conquest you. Really just to conquest you because I can. But mainly for the fashion. Because we love aesthetics here. And there's nothing I hate more than uneven borders. Although it does kind of stick off a little bit. But that's okay. That's all right. Conquer Duchy, the grand city of Cropswood. Give me that. You are done for. Like, this is going to be a 30-second war, I think. And we'll also, of course, grab some prisoners from it. There's not much point going to war just to get prisoners when we could be going to war to get prisoners and land. Or more specifically, land, and as a side effect, we'll end up with prisoners too. He's ill. He's ill. He ate a little bit too much raw meat. Perhaps that child was a little undercooked. Remedy illness. There you go. Good as new. Fine. Glad to be well again. Yes. And now he's ill. Leave me be. All right. Maybe it's just a... You can't keep playing that music. You're going to... Every time. It's just an instant wave of nostalgia. Amazing. There we are. Perfect. Right. Get in there. Secret exposed. Oh no. How terrible. Not my problem. Curse and done. Oh, my rival is dead. The King of Skingrad died. Drank himself to death. I feel like that was my contribution. Sacrifice to your gods. Sacrifice to your gods. Slain in battle. Right. I feel like I may have driven this man to drink himself to death because I ate his 2 infant children. They were the cult of Molag Bal. I mean, if you play with fire, you should expect to be burnt. And I feel like if you're going to mess around with the Daedric Prince of Domination and then your dynasty gets dominated, you just got to kind of expect that, haven't you? That really is... I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to victim blame this man. But if you fuck around with Molag Bal, you're going to find out. I like the sound of this plan. 85% chance the Viscountess Claudia becomes my prisoner. This is the lady that's trying to have us killed. Oh, it's stalled again. We had this before. Is it because we're at war? Well, let's see what happens. Maybe it'll resolve itself. Hey, Cropsford. Boom. Thank you. Right, it's good. People did say that was a base game bug, so, you know, what can you do? Very nice. Hey, I like that. That does look a little bit better, doesn't it? Right, let's disband everything. We'll let the troops rebuild for a second now. Because we got that man-at-arms innovation, we can upgrade our... our, funnily enough, man-at-arms. Wow. Holy shit, we can upgrade them significantly. These mages are just nuts, aren't they? We got the pikemen. We have the light horsemen. And the bowmen. And then, of course, the mammoths. Very expensive mammoths that I bankrupted the whole realm building last time. None of this is like Goblin or anything right now. We're good. How is the development going in the Imperial City, by the way? 81. When we hit 100, we'll obviously start doing cultural conversion, mass cultural conversion. But while we're still getting a massive amount of development and growth, I'm going to stick with it. Finichi Elf Boy. Right, let's go for, of course, people of our dynasty. My grandson and friend. You know what? Yeah. Here. My boy, you're free now. Cropsford. And that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And we don't have the duchy level title, but I can just make that. Can't. I have the money. I don't have the money. You'll have to hold on a second. I need to save up a little bit. No, I'm not giving any land to you lot because we are probably going to be swapping religion soon. Do it. Kill her. Ah, good. This hasn't performed spectacularly, and our Pain and Dare of Robeck is finally dead. My involvement remains unknown, despite the fact that we smuggled her husband out, who's our grandson and friend, and we have high respect for because of his learning. The guy that was also just very coincidentally landed, and then she immediately dies afterwards. Yeah, no, there's no need for suspicion there. You're right. Here, have a title. I name you the Arancel of Colot. You're welcome. Excellent. Okay. We've made a really good friend. And, of course, a vassal who is a friend. 42 learning. Somebody said, somebody noticed that our other friend, the old curate, Zafani, however you want to say his name. What the hell has he got? There he is. This guy, you remember he was on the council, he had like 4 learning, and I sacked him. It's because he's now a ruler. He has access to modifiers, ruler-based events, buildings, potentially. Obviously not that, right? But as you can see there, he's got focuses. He can get perks. He can get married, more importantly. So he's gone from having nothing all the way up there to 17. And all of that's just from decisions. So even crap characters can be good. We shouldn't... What I'm saying is, you know, if we do die, don't worry too much about the successor, because we can probably mold them into something good. Yeah, no, this is just totally stalled, hasn't it? That's really annoying. If I try and abduct her again, will it clear the scheme? Nope, it's just ballsed up. All right. Hang on. I fixed it before. We murdered, right? And then we cancelled the abduct. Oh, it's frozen for whatever reason. All right. Another grand right. Amazing. So any ruler can probably call the right every 10 years. And then, obviously, because they've all got kind of that staggered cooldown effect, they can just keep doing it. Fine. Learning lifestyle perk. No, come on. Fine, we'll experiment for herbs. We've got to. We have to, don't we? We can't keep taking these perks that don't do anything for us. What is that? Go on a pilgrimage. Oh, amazing. Let's go to Wendelbeck. It's going to put us in debt. Don't panic. I could sell an artifact. What happened to your crown? It's gone all, like, funky. What happened there? It's because we're in debt. Is it implying that it's, like, rusted and crap? Maybe. Maybe it's because we're like when you're below 400 coin or whatever. We could sell some stuff. There's like a lot of stuff we're not using right now. Let's sell the Arm and Annie sword. It's not doing anything for us. So auction it off. Boom. Right, Elf Boy Spear I would never get rid of. Magnificent Crown, fine. Let's get rid of this regalia. Oh, hang on, has my wife got any regalia? She does, right, so sell that off. Any spare artifacts, I mean, like, sincerely spare as in, like, she hasn't got any either, we'll just get rid of. Right, so you can go. Boom, let's get that re-equipped. Yeah, that armor, it was a total waste of money, but let's get rid of it. I'm sure a lot of this stuff we're probably never going to use. I like a lot of it, though. Like, it could be useful at some point, like we're fighting a really difficult war. Maybe that 5% knight effectiveness is the... there's a real difference between winning and losing. I mean, we should sell some of the... I'm never going to use that. Just get us out of debt. That'll do it. Oh, God, another poem. Okay, here we go. When red-plumed war comes to his lands, it'll ne'er find a keener set of hands. Then all shall tremble as he takes to field, and show the foe there's no thick enough shield. That is truly heartfelt. I can't argue with that. What I meant to do, actually, is also convert you to witchcraft. I presumed he already was, but evidently not. Okay, then. We are trying... right, we're murdering her. Yeah, we'll try and take the Cyrodiilic. Probably unnecessary, but why not? As my entourage travels through a small town, I feel a tug on the hem of my clothes. Oh, great lord, I beg of you, could you spare me some coins for a poor beggar? Thank you, kind sir. But in Auriel's name, you may take these coins. We are vengeful. What would Aurang... I know it's costing us piety, but Aurang would say piss off. No, my lord, please have mercy. My sister is sick and I desperately need medicine. Just one more coin and I can buy a pair of shoes. No. No, we just lost 100 piety going on this bloody pilgrimage because Aurang is a dickhead. 8,100. I feel like we are very, very, very close, right? Let's not dwell on it right now. So, how close are we to getting this innovation? Windmills are done. What have we moved on to? Castle Baileys. Now, let's go for provincial governors. That is going to take us 4 years. So, between now and when that's done, we'll try and reform the faith. Coral is in a massive rebellion. The second, whichever comes first, 4 years faith reforms, we're going to take Coral. That will be first of the great kingdoms, the great elf boy kingdoms, that will give out. And then, to be fair, we could just unify them all afterwards. It will get the... what we'll do is we'll, for the first thing then, is go for Dynasty of Many Crowns. Take that off. And then afterwards, we could unify them all. We could just offer them vassalization or more likely force them to be our vassals. I think that could be quite good. We'll leave it there for today because, like I said, I've got... I'm going to be away tomorrow, so I've got to do another one immediately. I don't want to, hang around for too long. We achieved a good amount today. We've taken some land. We've got our piety up a big amount. There's come some nice character development there, I think, too. So let's finish off gaining the piety. We're not close to death. We haven't got to worry about that. We will get close to the piety. And then whatever we've got by the end of tomorrow, we'll test run our religion, see how close we are, and then come up with a final game plan ready for the next day to reform. We're very close. So tomorrow will be the penultimate day before we reform that religion. Thank you for joining me, and come back then.